Hi everyone and welcome to In the Sewers. This is a series where I chat to bands varying in genres of rock and I ask them about what they've got going on, where they're going, what they're doing, and yeah, just having a bit of a natter. We've talked about some amazing things and I can't wait to share them with you all. In this week's episode, I am talking to Josh and Miles from the glam metal band Midnight City, and I take a quick natter with them because they are about to embark on their tour over to Japan. They've been there before, so we talk about their past trip as well as some 90s cartoons and our hobbies and some guilty pleasures, and also why tea is very different in Japan. So let's take a have a look at what me and the boys got up to. Awesome. Hi guys, thank you for joining Glamrat in the Sewers. How are you both doing? You okay?
Yeah, all good. How are you?
Very good, thank you very much.
I'm marvellous. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join me for a little chat today. Why don't you introduce yourselves to the people out on the internet?
I go first. Hi everybody, Miles Meekin here, and I'm the guitar player for Midnight City.
Okay, and I'm Josh Tabby Williams, and I'm the bass player for Midnight City.
So you guys have got some exciting things coming up. You've been really busy over the summer though as well. You guys have been here, there and everywhere. What was your highlight from the summer season?
Where do we start? It's all been a highlight, really. Like, you know, the new album, getting out on tour, playing some of the festivals, which that's just how we get our buzz, I suppose. So it's all been a highlight, really.
Do you agree, Miles? Do you think the same? Everything's just been one big happy.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that at all. No, not one bit. No, I'm kidding. Of course, yeah, of course. No, honestly, it's just been a real roller coaster. You know, it's been fantastic. Like recording like the new album, and obviously we love like all the new material. Obviously, it was just such an honor and pleasure having the amazing Chris Laney, mix the album.
Yeah,
Crazy Legs, Heat, Europe,
you name it, he's done it.
Exactly right, and and the songs sound great, and obviously the tour went really, really cool. Like, showing the new, playing the new songs of the new album. I mean, the real highlight, obviously hasn't happened yet, but obviously we'll be playing in Japan. Not too many fans, get to do that much. So we're very, very lucky and very fortunate, and we're so excited. We cannot wait one bit.
Yeah, because you guys have supported quite a few people over the summer as well as doing your own tour as well. And you got some big names that you've been playing with this summer.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, one of the really coolest gigs, I think, me and Tabby have done this year. Obviously, when Midnight City, we played at Hard Rock Hell Festival, which was absolutely amazing. But then, of course, myself and Josh were very, very fortunate, as well as with Sean Charvette and our old drummer, Pete Newdeck, that we played played with the headlining act at Hard Rock Hell with Ted Poley, which is just a massive dream come true. Obviously, huge Danger fan. Just a dream come true. Just amazing.
Yeah, I got to admit, I wasn't very familiar with Danger until I started doing my AOR show. And then since then, I've become a huge fan. I love it. I think it's great. There's just a lot of the stuff, like obviously there's Bang Bang. Everybody knows Bang Bang. But, Horny Son of a Bitch and all the great tracks. It's just brilliant. You guys were so blessed to be playing with such an iconic voice, especially within our community. Like, did you get a bit like starstruck or tongue-tied at any point, like, oh my god, like this is Ted Poley?
A little bit. Like I'm kind of similar with you on that I've only got into Danger in the last few years, more so since doing Midnight City. And apart from like Naughty, I didn't know a thing. So then I discovered totally by accident, Don't Blame It on Love, which is probably my favorite Danger song.
It's same. I love it. Honestly, I will be really annoyed if that isn't on my Spotify rap list. I really will be, to be honest. It's got to be there. I listened to that along with Hot Cherie by Hardline. Like,
oh, that's another favorite.
Awesome.
I love it. And I was just like, Don't Blame It on Love. It's just, there's something about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the slow entry to the build up and then the big, powerful like chorus. I don't know what it is, but it catches you every time. And to be honest, you guys are quite the same. It's similar in your delivery. You have those nice little verses there. And then your choruses are always something that crowds can jump in on.
Yeah, that's right. And I think knowing that that was a huge part of what we all know and love from way back when, and bringing it into the now, people have got that sense of, oh, they're doing what we all knew and loved back in the 80s, early 90s. This is great, and I think that counts for a lot, because there's not a great deal. Well, there is quite a bit of it, but the way that we do it, that whole danger kind of thing, there's not much of that.
No,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, there isn't. And like you said, with you guys kind of adapting and morphing kind of what history has already done, but you give it a nice, fresh new take. And especially, obviously, Miles, with you being the lead guitarist and solo extraordinaire there. How do you come up with such amazing, like, AOR glammy kind of riffs? How's the thought process actually as well, Tabby, as well? How's your thought process going into something like the new album that you guys released in the summer?
So because I was very because obviously, massive hardcore Danger fan. Two of my favorite guitar players obviously was Andy Timmons, the original guitar player for Danger, and Rob Marcello, because those guys, Rob Marcello's way more of a neoclassical, like, shred guitar player, similar to in the vein of that dude right there.
Kind of that guy, Yngwie Malmsteen, or
good old Yngwie Marmalade. He's amazing.
Like a
he's
lot of marmalade.
But I think the key element to, like, writing a good solo is to, like, don't get me wrong, it's cool doing all, like, the fast shreddy stuff where it makes all the guitar players in the audience go, wow, it's like, ooh, however, but it's really important to have, like, melody and feel to, like, good solos. Bon Jovi, if the guitar solos were, like, all shreddy and crazy, I don't think they would have sold as many records. Put it that way.
I get what you mean, because Richie Sambora still brought quite a bluesy kind of tone to his delivery as well in a lot of his stuff, and especially in his solo album as well that came 91, Strangers in the Town.
Stranger in the Town.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? And like I said, everybody knows I'm a huge Bon Jovi fan, but as of late, maybe not as much.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I mean, it's not quite the same. I know like I say, it's great that things evolve, but poor John, bless him, he needs to give himself a little bit of a break, doesn't he? A little bit,
A long-term break, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
But then again, like you said, Richie Sambora, he's such a talented guitarist as well, and he's bringing out some new stuff, hopefully, fingers crossed, very, very soon, which I'll be keeping an eye out for.
Awesome.
But Miles, you do a lot of extra guitar stuff. I seem to see you doing a lot more than just Midnight City guitar stuff on socials. So is that because of your love? Is it anime? I think you have a love for.
Yeah. So anime and video games. I was very, very lucky to have been asked to do a guitar version remix of the English dub of one of the movies of an anime called Detective Conan, Case Closed. Which it is, I never ever heard of it, but I've done more research into it. It's huge in Japan, and basically it's like it's about, like, a young boy who's obsessed with he wants to become, like, the world's greatest detective, and he's obsessed with, like, Sherlock Holmes and everything. So there's loads of, like, English references to it, which is
those are little things
really, really cool to see, yeah. Honestly, it's and I was asked to do do a remix of, like, the main theme and the ending credits theme, and the movie's called so it's called Detective Conan, Case Closed, and the movie's called The 11th Striker. So it's all about, like, so the whole mystery is behind a terrorist bombing that happens at a Japanese football stadium, basically.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So,
I mean, not cool as a terrorist bomb going off.
No.
The premise sounds great.
It was a real dream come true, and obviously with all my YouTube, with all the gaming stuff and, like, anime songs, and just doing covers. Obviously the latest one I did where I had special guest Dennis Butabi from the band Crush.
Yes,
but it's spelled Crush, like CRU. Yeah, they're awesome. He's a cool guy, really, really cool guy. But he did bass for that, and it was just amazing. Cool. Such a great experience.
I'm glad somebody else knows about Crush other than just me. I play them on my show all the time because I love the Tropic Thunder album is just
Yeah, man. Like
Tropical Thunder. Tropic Thunder was the film. Tropical Thunder, sorry, is the album.
Yeah, they're cool, man. Really, really cool band. Like really badass, like cool, like AOR melodic. Well, similar to the vein as like what we do, basically. You know, so
yeah, you should get them on tour with you guys. Just invite them.
Oh man, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Exactly. Just bring them along. I think that'd be great. But you did mention Japan there, and you guys are going back there in a few weeks. How exciting is that?
Can't wait. Cannot wait. Like the last time we went, because obviously we've been before, it was just like something we've never known before. Like we were welcomed at the airport by a few fans and stuff. I mean, not to the level of like Bon Jovi or Iron Maiden or anybody huge, obviously, but it was just like, wow, there's fans waiting for us at the airport.
Yeah, there was. They had like little banners and everything for you guys. Like as you were going out, it was so cute.
It was brilliant. And even at the hotels, you know, fans were waiting for us to hang out and have a drink with us, and it was just so nice. And I just can't wait to be in such a relaxed, laid-back, happy place, which is pretty much Japan to a T.
I was gonna say, because you looked like you had like an amazing time. Like some of the photographs you guys were taking in front of like temples and things like that. But then, like you said, there's all the crowd photos, and everybody just seemed to really enjoy yourself. But you only played 2 dates last time. Are you playing some more this time?
No, we're only doing 2 this time as well. Which is a shame. We'd love to do more, obviously. But yeah, we really can't wait. I'm so excited, and I'm excited for the chocolate as well. I can't wait for the chocolate.
Ooh, is it something completely different? I was like, yep, same here.
it is proper banging. It's awesome chocolate, dude.
The ice cream as well. Remember that on the bullet train where you fell asleep?
I know where Josh is going with this.
Oh, come on, give us a story.
So
bullet train, sleep, ice cream.
There's a legendary photo of Miles totally flat out on the bullet train, like almost snoring. And I'm there with this tub of, I don't think it was Ben and Jerry's, but it was something similar. So I'm there with this plastic spoon just eating away. And Shinobu was at the other side of Miles. And there's this photo of me feeding Miles ice cream while he's asleep, totally oblivious. Oh, it's such a good photo. It's probably one of my favourite photos from where we went. It was just one of them moments.
I can imagine there was plenty of that on the tour because it looks like such a mystifying and magical like place. It's like a completely different planet. Like, did you guys go around with the tour guide and like do all the touristy things, if you want to call it that, in your little bit of a downtime that you had while you were there?
We only had just the 1 day off. We didn't really get to see not too much. We went to a temple, which was like really, really cool, and like that was like really, really interesting. But the way they do things over there, it's like, I don't know, just think of anything and they just do everything but backwards. So for example, let's say a cup of tea, standard making a cup of tea, you know, tea bag, hot water, milk, sugar. Obviously you have it hot, right?
Yeah.
In Japan, they have it ice cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what I mean? And the only kind of hot tea they do is really, it's called black tea and green tea, or lemon tea, which is like the only like normal hot, like cups of tea basically. But over there it's called milk tea over there, and it's basically served ice cold. It's like literally looks like the normal, you know, He-Man skin colored tea, but it's ice cold. You know,
it's in like a carton, like a Ribena carton as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right, dude. Yeah.
And it does have to be said, that's another thing I'm really looking forward to, because as weird as it may sound to
tea.
us, yeah.
Really?
This is the thing, like I've got a hot cup of tea here, right? And don't get me wrong, I love it. But over there, cold tea, and now a few people have said that I'm weird by saying this, and maybe I am, but it's really nice. I can't wait to hopefully bring some back.
I was gonna say, Yorkshire tea might not taste quite the same cold, I've got to admit.
Nothing beats Yorkshire tea, but milk tea in Japan, beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I'll have to see if I can jump on that at some point because I'm not sure how I'll deal with that. I like having a proper hot brew. There's nothing better than having an hot brew. It's just great. Oh, I'm not sure about
agree.
that. The only tea that should be tea is peach Lipton's iced tea. That should be the only one that's cold. That's it, not milk tea.
I love the lemon one. The lemon Lipton's
Oh,
iced tea. Banging.
Nice and refreshing in the summer over some ice cubes. And I like that. That's
Now
banging.
you're talking. Now you're talking, Sean. Oh yeah.
Hey everyone, sorry to interrupt the interview mid-flow. I just want to say if you like this episode and you want to see more, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button down at the bottom of the page. And if you want to be the first to see the brand new episode of In the Series, then don't forget to ding that little old bell. So come on everybody, ring my bell and let's get back to it.
What I was going to ask you guys as well, I've been asking bands when I've been interviewing, what is like your guilty pleasure? Because you guys obviously love, you know, your glam, your hair metal and everything like that. What is an artist or band or something that you think, I know I shouldn't, but I can't help it. I just love it.
Who's going first?
I might see what your answer is first.
Okay, all right, okay. You know what? I'm gonna get torn to shreds in this. So apologies for your comment section for like, the negative comments in advance. Apologies. But you know what? I don't give a crap. At the end of the day, I love steps. I love steps.
Oh man.
Like, I don't fight me. I don't give a crap. Honestly, steps because like
I get it.
I love you know, my mom like loved ABBA like when I was like growing up and stuff.
Of course. Yeah.
I remember like, and then Steps came out, and I think the first song was like 5, 6, 7, 8 was like weird because it was just like what's it called? What's like the step cowboy dancing where it's like steps? What's
it's like line dancing, isn't it?
Line dancing, yeah, it was like line dancing.
Yeah.
And that came out, and it was just like, right, okay, so I didn't give a crap about that, and then they brought out One for Sorrow, and I heard that on like what I don't know, SMTV Live or something like that. I don't know, like with Anton Deck and Cat Daly, you know. So like, yeah, like honestly, I heard that song, I thought, wow, man, and then got the album where it's got the you know the five members of Steps on the front, but then the other face expressions upside down. Got the album.
Oh no, I had that album. Yes, I did.
Man.
I am there with you. Yeah.
So good. And like all the rest of the songs were just amazing. Heartbeat, that was amazing. The cover of Tragedy, that was really good as well.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Better the Devil You Know as well. They did Kylie's Better Devil You Know. They did a cover of that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Once again, amazing. Amazing.
I've got to admit, I will go a little step further. I actually collected the tour photo album that they had. I had the album.
Really?
Yeah. I know.
Oh man, I'm so jealous. Are you selling it?
No, I haven't got it anymore. I haven't. Otherwise, I would send you it in a heartbeat. I would. I had it because I had a couple of doubles in there as well. Because you had to kind of like the football packs. You had to buy them at like the newsagents and collect them as you went along. And yeah, it was big. It was about A5, maybe a little bit bigger. It wasn't quite A4, but it wasn't quite A5. And it was blue, and yeah, they had loads of tour photos in it and everything. Yeah, and I had Steps Gold as well. I got that for Christmas.
No way, that's awesome. Yeah. In fact, I need to check out Claire Richards' new album.
Oh yeah, she's got a new one, hasn't she?
She's got a new album. It's like quite a lot of covers on there, but from all like the little audio extracts I've heard so far, awesome, amazing.
Well, there you are. I'm with you on that guilty pleasure. To be fair, there you are. You reminded me.
Thanks, Charlotte. See, I got some people on the side.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. We're cool.
I think mine might be worse, to be honest.
Oh, here we go.
So mine is sort of 90s pop orientated.
Okay.
In which, to be honest, there's a few like, and I think we'd probably all agree with them too. So Backstreet Boys.
Yes.
Awesome.
NSYNC.
Yes.
Cool.
And 5 when there was actually 5 of them.
Yeah, there's only like 3 bits of 5 now, isn't there?
Yeah,
like, not all there.
I remember as a kid, and I dare say my mum and dad had probably got it on VHS in the loft somewhere. Of me doing the dance in the living room to If You're Getting Down.
Oh, no way. You learned the choreography and everything as well.
Yeah. But when that video was going around, which probably was late 90s.
Must be about 97, 98 maybe, round about that kind of time.
It was 97. It was 1997 because I
Right.
remember, dude, because it was the same year when I got F-Zero X for my Nintendo 64. So yes, it was 1997. So there you go.
How do you remember that? I don't remember what I did. 10
Because
minutes
I remember
ago.
when that game came out, dude, and everyone like was like going mental about it at school. And then I remember going to like the school like party basically. And I remember like that was on like the school dance like stereo system and all that crap.
Oh,
Man, it was
God.
that was the best times, dude. Best times.
90s was something else. Growing up in the 90s
Yeah,
was
it was.
something else.
It was.
I
It
have
was
to say,
brilliant.
Venga Boys was one of mine as well. I love the Venga Boys.
Yeah.
Cool,
Loved
man.
them. Couldn't get enough of the Venga Boys. I loved them so much. And there's a lot of the 90s cartoons and things like that because, like, you know, Miles is very big into all of his anime and things like that. But like, I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! The first time round. I loved
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Same.
I was a Digimon girl as well. I wasn't a huge fan
Oh,
of
no.
Pokemon. I
Oh,
loved
no.
Digimon.
No.
You know what? Hey, now hold on for a minute. No, Digimon had a way better storyline than Pokemon.
Yeah, I think that was what
Way
I
better.
loved more. I think
I
I
couldn't
loved
get
that
into
more.
it.
No,
Just
Oh, I
couldn't
thought
get
it was
into
so much
Digimon
cooler,
at
man.
all.
It was like Lord of the Flies, but like Lord of the Flies, where they're thrown into a digital world, you know, this whole new world basically, and it was like trying to survive basically. Obviously, you had the whole Pokemon element with like they had their own like guardian beasts basically.
yeah, and they still
trust
like
me, dude.
graded up and that, didn't there? And all
Yeah.
that jazz.
That's it,
I
yeah.
preferred the
But, like,
second season. Season 2 was miles better than the first season. I loved the
Yes.
second season of
Yeah,
Digimon. It was
definitely,
miles better. I loved that. And then there was like Ed, and Eddie. I loved that. Dexter's
Oh,
Lab.
yeah.
I
just
loved
Cartoon Network altogether was just
Yeah.
insane,
Oh,
wasn't
so
it?
good,
Johnny
dude.
Bravo and it was
Yeah.
great.
I didn't realize until the other day. Seth MacFarlane worked on that for a little
Yeah,
while.
he did. Yes,
Yeah.
he did. That's how he met. That's how he met.
didn't know that.
That's how he met Adam West.
Right.
Oh.
Because I only read that the other day and I was like, how's Seth MacFarlane related to Johnny Bravo? And it was one of the things that he worked on coming out of college or something. I can't quite remember. He worked for Hanna-Barbera for a while. I was like,
That's right.
that actually makes sense.
Because Adam West is on a few episodes of Johnny Bravo, and that's how they met. And then obviously they networked, and then that's how Seth got Adam West to be on Family Guy.
Yeah, and that's insane. And I just loved all of that. It's just so cool. It's so cool. So what have you guys got coming up in 2024 though? Since 2023 was such a blast and you're going to Japan, what are the plans for next year?
So for next year we have got another tour booked, which is going to get announced, I think, this side of Christmas.
Keep an eye out for that, folks.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a few things in the pipeline. Put it that way. It's just a case of wait and see.
Oh, your teaser.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
A little bit of a teaser.
We might be playing at a festival in Southampton, but I can't remember the name.
We're Nosfest. Yeah, we're doing that, aren't we? Yeah.
Nosfest. Thanks, Steve. Nice one. Cheers, Steve.
Oh, I love Jodie. She worked so hard to make that festival like be such a great thing, and I'm gutted I missed out last year. But fingers crossed, if I get me money and me ass in gear, I would like to make sure that I get to this 2024. So fingers crossed, I might see you guys there because I first saw you guys in 2018 at HH Sleaze 2. I think that was the first time I watched it. That was before I started working for the radio, and I remember sharing it. I took a photo of you guys. I was like, I think this is my new obsession. I really, really enjoyed you guys. And one of my favorite songs is "Ghosts of My Old Friends." I love that, and "Summer of Our Lives" as well. I love that track. It's one of my favorites. So, which are your favorite tracks to play live?
Ooh. I think for me that there's about 2 or 3 that sort of really do it for me. Off the new album, it'd probably be Ready to Go.
Nice.
And then going back in time, they only come out at night.
I love that. I play that on my Halloween show because it is very Halloweeny. I love it, and the video is so cool as well.
Oh, Sean did a great job of putting that video together.
He did, didn't he?
Directed it and stuff. He did a phenomenal job. Really good. And then Give Me Love and Can't Wait for the Nights are the other 2.
Oh,
just
that's a nice selection.
Yeah, that's it. It's all full of energy, and that's that's what we do, isn't it? You know, we
Yes.
go out there and we go and give it some shit, as it were.
No, that's the right terminology. You're giving big balls out there. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And for me, those songs do that to a T. So,
Literally.
cheers.
Hey.
Wait. How about you, Miles? What are your favourites to play live?
On the new album is definitely Raise the Dead. Love playing that
Mhm.
one live. That's a killer song to do live.
Oh, yeah.
Good Smile Friends. That's awesome. But on like previous albums, I Don't Need Another Heartache. That's a great
Yep.
song to play live. That's really fun to play live. You Don't Understand Me. Really enjoy playing that one live. Let's see, and probably one more. Hardest Heart to Break as well.
Oh, yeah. That is really,
Good
really
choices.
good. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Mm.
It's weird. I like either like fast paced, you know, balls to the wall,
Yeah.
bitchin' attitude, you know, songs, or the slow power ballads. Never in between.
I gotta admit, I have been asking bands as well. I think not enough bands do power ballads anymore, like the greats of the 80s, as it were. You know, Poison had Every Rose Has Its Thorn, Whitesnake had Is This Love, you know, Bon Jovi had I'll Be There For You, and numerous other ones. Aerosmith had Angel. You know, do you think the art of a power ballad is dying, or do you think people just need to really just run with it a bit more?
I don't know. It's quite tough.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
question.
It's
It's a
interesting.
weird thing, isn't it? Because, like, for us, a lot of people say that our ballads are probably our best songs overall.
Right?
So I don't know. Like, for me, I somewhat agree with it as well, that they probably are. I don't know
Just
about you.
more emotion goes into like ballads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More. I don't know. I think ballads are a lot more. I can say this right. They're a lot more relatable to real life. You know, because we've all been through heartache. We've all been through, you know, with like previous relationships and stuff like that. You know, we've all been through it. So they're a lot more relatable to like the general public, if that makes more sense.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, because another band I spoke to, they said they love power ballads, but they said sometimes when you've only got a 20-30 minute set, you haven't got quite the time just to throw them in, and sometimes you don't want to kill the moods. Do you think that's maybe why a lot of bands don't tend to either play them live and just keep them as an album track?
Yeah, it could well be. It could well be exactly that. But I think for us, it is to a degree our bread and butter. So we've kind of got to put something in at least, in which we're very fortunate that
Throw
we've
one
got
in.
that we've kind of got the luxury of being like, right, we've got 5 or 6 good ones to choose from. Even in a half-hour set, we'll get away with one, you know, without sort of losing the momentum, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So for us, we just about get away with it, I think, especially for the shorter sets, you know.
Only just get away with it.
Only just.
I think sometimes when you guys have popped in a power ballad, it's always at the right kind of pace, because you kick off, you're there, you're in your face, like, look at us, catch us there, and you guys always have the wind machines going. So why not make use of those wind machines?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we've all got the hair for do it as well, so why
You
not?
do, like, the only person who didn't have any hair was Pete Newdeck, your old drummer, and that was all right because he was at the back anyway. Nobody saw him, so that's fine. So
Unless when we were recording and he used to wear a wig.
I can imagine him sat there with a like big afro on.
He had like a was it Pat Sharp? Pat
Yeah,
Sharp style
I've got a
wig or
photo
something.
of him wearing it somewhere.
Fun house, prizes to be won, a whole lot of fun. You know, so
I'm gonna ask him about that next time I see him. It's like, where's your Pat Sharp wig? But guys, sadly, we are coming to the end of our little interview. It's only a short one today. I know, I love chatting with you guys. It's so cool. But what advice would you give to anybody out there who are wanting to start like a glammy, hair metal-y kind of band like yourselves and think, ooh, I don't know if I should. What advice would you give them?
I think the advice I would give to anybody would be, if it's what you want to do, then what everybody else might say about it would be irrelevant, because as long as people enjoy what you do, what does it matter?
Yes.
In which it is, I suppose, how I would look at it is, it's kind of like your parents saying, right, why don't you be a dentist or a doctor or something, but you want to go and do that. You don't necessarily have to listen to that. So it's what makes you happy. And if that makes you happy, you go and get on with it, you know, because if you followed what kind of like what most people would rather you did or would rather you liked, we'd all be doing the same jobs, liking the same things. There'd be no variety. And I think variety is key.
Marvelous. That's fantastic advice. So what about you, Miles? What would you have to say to the millions of people out there?
Like that. I can't do it. Oh, God damn it, Tabby. That's actually no, honestly, that's really, really good advice. But the only thing I'll say, okay, so if you want to start a glam band, okay, make sure you shower every day. Make sure
helps.
you use deodorant, because no one likes anyone who's like stinky. Always use protection. No, I'm joking. No, honestly, yeah. So grow your hair long. That's rule number one, obviously. If you for hair metal. Rule number two, learn music theory. Learn proper music theory. Your major scales, your minor scales, your chords, your sus chords, like harmonic minor, if you want to go all frigging classical, whatever. Just learn proper music theory. Don't just stick to your 5-note, 5-chord songs. Learn it. Real deal. And literally just push yourself in like learning your musical instruments. Yeah. And my other advice was, if you do grow long hair, wash it every day. Yeah.
Yes.
Because
yes,
when it's long and it goes on guitar strings, you don't want it to dampen the strings. So yeah.
I was gonna say, you have some fantastic hair, like Miles. You really, really do.
Thank you very much.
Fantastically blonde, long hair.
Well, when I went to my honeymoon, it was quite funny. I went to Universal Studios, and there was like the dude who dressed up like Bumblebee from Transformers. The videos on my Instagram.
So cool.
The videos on my Instagram, if anyone wants to watch it. But like, he saw me, and like everyone who like met was just like, took the photo, shook the hands, off they go. Next person, shook the hands, off they go. Sees me, he's like, he's like freaking out and everything. He's like loving it. And anyway, he's like touching my hair and playing it. Anyway, so like get a photograph with him, and he tells me to stop, and then he must have programmed something or got someone to play something through like the PA system. But then he starts playing "Girls, Girls, Girls" by Motley Crue. And I thought it was like Vince or something. I don't know, but he's cool, man. Was in Los Angeles, so it's like it's the holy land of like hair metal and Motley Crue and Poison and all that stuff,
Exactly. I do love that video. If anybody wants to see that video, go and check it out on Miles's Instagram. It is so cute. Bumblebee just like, wow, he's so happy. He's so cool. Well, thank you very much, guys, for taking the time out to speak to me. And I wish you all the best with your tour in Japan. I'm sure it's going to be very exciting. Expecting to see loads of photos and videos and all the rest of it. But please stay safe, and I'll catch you guys very, very soon. Take care, guys.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
having us. See you later.
Take care. Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much to Josh and Miles for taking the time out to chat to little old me. Now, like the guys said, they are about to embark on a tour in Japan, so make sure if you are over there that you go and get yourselves a ticket. But all links to everything the guys have got going on will be in the description below. And if they are at a venue near you, then please do go and check them out. And I wish them all the love and luck and success on their Japanese tour. In next week's episode, I am chatting to Australian rock princess Cassidy Paris. She talks to me about her upcoming tour, her debut album New Sensation, what it's like to be a part of the Frontiers record label, being a part of an anti-bullying campaign, as well as how a healthy mind and body can be incredibly beneficial, especially when you're on tour. But until next time, catch you later, Glamratters. Bye-bye.